welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the Paradigm playing cards from Mr. Derek Grimes himself, Mr. Dysfunctional Reviews. Now, if you guys don't know who he is, he does deck reviews all the time with all of the best playing cards. He knows everybody. So make sure to go smash that subscribe button for him, and for me down there, hit the like button. Break it. No, don't break it. You got to hit it next time. Make sure to hit it for me. Go subscribe to him. Let's get into this review of these beautiful playing cards right now. So the Paradigm playing cards have this nice black stock box, and it's also really glossy, which is really cool. It says Paradigm playing cards across the front with this red circle over around it, and this is actually the Paradigm playing cards logo. So if you check out their Instagram or the website or anything, that's going to be the logo you see. And I really like how all these different lines are not only all straight, but some vertical, some diagonal, some curved, some horizontal. You see this blue in here is horizontal, which I actually didn't catch for the first time I actually looked at this deck. Kind of hidden because it's the only one out of these that doesn't have different types of blue. Like the yellow has a light yellow and a darker yellow. Everything else has a little bit changed, but the blue is all solid. And it also is going to look really nice. I'll show you what that is on the back design. This side just says first edition, and so does this side, and it is a nice wraparound design. This is going to be the back design of the playing cards, except for the fact that this is going to be a white border. It still will have the bleed though. And the bottom just has some ad copy telling you it's 1 out of 2,500, never to be printed again. Concept by Derek Grimes, designed by Derek Grimes, Luke Wadey, and Daniel Schneider, which in all fairness is a crazy trio. The fact that he knows these guys, let me just give you an example. These are the decks that they produced. Daniel Schneider helped build all the Orbit decks. Luke Wadey came out with the Mono X deck. They also came out with the G3s. He also came out with the Black Roses. Like, these guys are legit. And somehow Derek Grimes knows these guys. This guy's got connections in high places. So they also helped design this as well. Now, I also said Paradigm across the top. Still going with the whole wraparound theme. Inside also keeps going with the wraparound. And you have 2 white dots on the inside. And that's all for the box. I'll set this off to the side. Let's get into these playing cards. You're going to have this back design right here, where you have this nice white border, and it does bleed all the way out, like I said, which makes it really nice for fanning and cardistry. And not all, like, certain particular lines, not too detailed. Definitely is just the right amount of different color types. Looks beautiful for fanning, obviously. And you get different types of fans depending on how you do it. So if you do it all the way in the corner, you're going to get this yellow band all the way around, and then these some red here, a little bit of purple. But if you do it on the other corner, you also get this inside, because you got that bottom here. Now you also get this yellow line and this red line from the bottom. Then you fan it this way from this corner. Clearly I am not as talented with my left hand. But you get this blue band, red band, and yellow band. You do it from the opposite corner. Let me try that again. This is why I don't do things with my left hand. And then you're also adding in this bottom part. But clearly I am right-handed. Alrighty. So let's actually get to see what the faces look like. Now, for all of the number cards, they're going to be completely standard, which for Magicians means these are perfect cards. Magicians wise, these are perfect. All the number cards are completely done as every magician wants them to, because then spectators do not get suspicious. And it's honestly just easier for you to track. So if you see a 2 and you go, is that a 2? Is that a 5? Is that a diamond? Is it a club? If you can't tell what these things are, then honestly, it's not worth a magician's type of deck. That's more of a cardist deck or a collector's deck. Now, for all of these cards, you have, let's just start with the 4 jacks. Now, these are all bicycle standard, excluding the fact that they have all been magnified. So I'm just going to show you them like this, because honestly, it's such a cool design It's like so many different things have been done to the Bicycle standard decks, and it's never been done like this. Honestly, just such a cool concept. And it goes that through all of these. Now, the only other two ones that are standard are these two Black Queens. Because once we get to here, we now have Derek Grimes' daughter as the Queen of Diamonds. We have his wife as the Queen of Hearts. We have his son as the King of Clubs. We have Mr. Luke Wadey as the King of Spades. We have Mr. Daniel Snyder as the King of Diamonds. Then we go into the Ace. Someone gets to the Ace of Hearts in a second. Then we have the Ace of Hearts, Clubs, and Diamonds, but all of them have also been magnified and turned diagonally, just like the rest of those, which I really do like it when these aren't just standard aces. Like, they're small, they're straight, everything's normal about them. I really like them when they're magnified like this, and I've never seen them diagonal either. Really like that. But my favorite part is easily the fact that they're magnified. Gives you more power aces. We do have some duplicate jokers, and these aren't done on the same white. These do have some gray, which I think is kind of fun. And then also has the J goes on both sides for the J and the R. So both ways. These it clearly doesn't. It's not just a two-way design though. But then you also have the O as the same as the back design, which is really cool. Then over here for our ad card, we have our Dysfunctional Reviews YouTube card, looking like a YouTube play button. So just saying, you guys should clearly go subscribe to him. I've already told you this before, but he has a review on every one of his videos, and everyone's exquisite. Clearly he has connections. He gets the best playing cards every time. If you like decks, if you like reviews, if you like playing cards, Magic, and cardistry, and you want to know what to buy, this is the guy to go subscribe to. So clearly, do that. Go subscribe to this man right here. Then on the back side, we also have Luke Wadey Design and Daniel Snyder. We have their Instagram tags. So you guys should definitely go follow them on Instagram. Clearly, they are amazing. So, set this off to the side. We also have a 3 of Hearts duplicate card, and you'll see why that's important in a second. We have the Ace of Spades, also diagonal, even bigger than the others, and says Paradigm Playing Cards right below it. And then the other card that I have not shown you, I don't usually hold the King of Hearts for last, but this time I did for a few reasons. One, this is actually Derek Grimes. Number 2, you have still stays with the whole Suicide King concept. Love that. And number 3, this is also a card reveal. So there's your 3 of Hearts card reveal, and I know that all magicians will love that. Now, so much detail has been put into these. Like, this is your standard, like, everything's mostly standard with this. Like, it's not clearly not a standard one, but it is standard for him. This one is more detailed than even that. You have his tattoos. You have how his tattoos are on his hands. You have the tattoos on his neck. You have literally everything is so detailed about this card, about this deck. There's so much effort and thought put into this deck. It's honestly just ridiculous. But not only that, you guys also want to see what it looks like and how it feels. When I have been doing a little bit of cardistry and whatnot beforehand with this deck, I did realize that this deck is a little bit on the thin side. Just doing things like springs and different flourishes and things. It is a little bit thin. You guys also probably want to know how it was manufacturing things. So it was manufactured by the USPCC on premium crushed stock, traditionally cut, done on the air cushion finish. Now, on premium crushed stock, I do like it, but it is a little bit thin for me. I like B stock personally, but again, that's just me. I know a lot of people like premium crushed. I just like to break in my decks that way they last a little bit longer. But even when they don't last as long, this is, I'd say, more quality. So it depends if you want quality or long lasting. For me, I get a lot of use out of my playing cards. And for someone who gets a lot of use out of them, Premium Crush is just a little bit thin. But as I said before, they're only 2,500 printed and never to be printed again. And if you guys want to pick up one of these decks, or 2 or 15 or 100,572,000, which would not be possible, you can go ahead and head over to ParadigmPlayingCards.com. And they are also shipped by Murphy's Magic, which clearly everyone knows is amazing. Now, also, you will also notice that my cardistry skills are about -2 at this point. So that's about what you're going to notice and about what you're going to get from me. You're going to get about a -2 on cardistry. So if you're looking to see how these things look in any type of cardistry standpoint, sorry about your luck, because it's just not going to happen. But the thing is, with these being so thin, it is a little bit difficult to spring. So if you guys want to head over to Paradigm Playing Card, you guys can get these for $12 a deck, or $30 for an uncut sheet. What am I going to rate this deck? I'm going to rate this deck, clearly, it got to be a 5 out of 5. Even though the crush stock is a little bit thin for me because I don't get to break it in myself, that doesn't mean I don't get to use it all the time. And honestly, this deck is absolutely the most stunning deck I've ever handled in my life. Thank you once again to Mr. Derek Grimes. Make sure to go and subscribe to him on his channel if you guys want the best deck reviews on the planet. And also make sure to head over. I'll put the link to his website down in the description. So, what do you guys think about this deck? If you were to say, is this a cardistry deck, or a magic deck, or a collector's deck? What do you think this deck is? Make sure to drop a comment and let me know what you guys think it is. And, have you guys heard of Mr. Dysfunctional? That's upside down. Have you guys heard of Mr. Dysfunctional reviews before? If you haven't, clearly you should go let him know. Go show him some love. Let him know that I sent you. But do you guys watch deck reviews all the time? Let me know if I should do more, and if you guys just watch them in general. Also, before we go, big shout out to Mr. Robert Ball Magician. Absolutely fantastic. A little bit old school, but absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for sticking around. This is Guard Perfect, signing off.